Hello, Ed. Uh-oh. I seem to have forgotten something. Hmm. There we go. It would help if I took the cover off my camera that my model could track. That would be useful when you think. Hello and good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing good today. Thanks for saying goodbye. Welcome back. We're doing some more from the depths tonight.
Hello, and welcome to Strain's Fish Tank.
Rain? Is that me? Hey, good to see you though, Tideth. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for swinging by. Good to have you around. And welcome back to settings screen. From depths, we're gonna be working a little bit on that craft we were working on last time. Except we're just gonna be decorating it, like I said in the title, because I may or may not have kinda sorta maybe finished it, perhaps. Just a little bit. And not just that, but I might have also made a variant of it. A different gun. And honestly improved AI. So, and did I put the missile? Okay, I did, but I think this version honestly might just be better. I might actually just save the gun on that one and then just reprint it into here. Because this gun is a bit different than the other one. The other one's, you know, big gun, fires slowly. This one is a burst gun. Which is pretty cool, and it fires a lot faster. Not sure why the game lagged so fucking hard there, but yeah, it fires a double barrel. Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. As you can see, they both do the infinite circle. It kind of seems like the left one can cut tighter turns. This one doesn't seem to turn as good. Interesting. Left one seems a bit faster. This one's turned at 62. That's the same one, same speed. Huh. Weird. This one I think is technically a bit heavier because it does have energy storage inside of it. I stuffed some battery and RTG stuff in the back for it to be able to power its railgun. Because this is a railgun, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, so today we're going to be working on just fancying these things up a bit, I think. And by that I mean I think I'm going to do what I said. I'm gonna like take the gun out of this and then spawn the other one's gun into here. Because I think that one's just a bit more improved. So we'll probably do that. So what I'll do is focus on that. Sub-objects mode. Save sub-object I'm currently working on. Splitter turret. Because these are the hull splitter and the hull shredder. This one's splitter, that one's the shredder. So, it will be that one. Turret, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kill. Alright, so I have the other one's turret saved, but now, instead of doing that, we're going to work on some decorative stuff here. I can get my damn hair out of my face. I'll work on some decorative stuff, and to that end, I'm gonna be trying to do some... You shush. Fantastic. I'm gonna do some decorative stuff. I'm gonna like, I'm thinking like giving this thing like a spoiler on the back here and then like adding some struts and stuff. But we'll see how that goes to begin with. I am no expert when it comes to the decorative things, so... Let's see here, what? X? It was Control X. Add decoration. Alright, I think first thing I want to do is a metal, metal wedge front, I think. is how I want to start with this here. Wanna, you know what? So it's facing that way, pitch it up. Bam. Move it. That. We'll move it back just a tad. Alright. Negative 0.5. Nope. Negative 0.25. Negative 0.5. Perfect. We'll use my spoiler or my trim color like that. Set up good, and we're going to. I need to turn the mirror on to do that. Oh, that would make a lot of fucking sense. Alright, oh, that's not right. Back scale? Yeah, this one. I'm gonna do, nope, not that. We're gonna do 2. I think that's a little too tall. I think we'll do, like, 1.1? Yeah. Something like that, I think. And I think what we'll do is, I don't really know how a car, like a spoiler looks, actually. We're just doing this to give it, like, the, you know, sleek, speedy kind of look, you know? Pull up an image for myself here. Yeah, I think I see how I can do this. I got a couple different methods I could do, actually. I think I can do... I think I'll do just the simpler ones. What I want to do here is go down into here, a new decoration. We're gonna do beam slope for M, and we're gonna grab the heavy armor beam slope. I think is what we'll do. Up down positioning. There we go. Yaw it 90 degrees. I feel like this beam is, yeah, it's upscaled. Whoops, don't know why that started out upscaled. We'll do left, right, or up, down positioning, up. Nope, that's scaling, shit. 1, there we go. There we go. I hate that it, like, default click drags like that. That's really annoying. How do these like attach? They're kind of in the middle, so we want to do left, right. Apparently that's the left, right scaling. Is it the 4 back scaling? Yep, that's it. Do 1.5, I think. No, I really don't like that. I'm gonna make it a little shorter, like this. Let's see here. Maybe make it a little narrower. The 4 back scale, we'll do a 0.3. 0.25. Yeah, that should allow for very little clipping. 0.2, maybe? Yeah, if I do it like that, shouldn't be any clipping once I apply the second one. Back position. Forward maybe a little bit. Up a little bit more. Is this how they look? Yeah, kind of like this, and I'll do the thing on the side. God, I hate the controls of this, though. I think it's because I was on that. I think they're a bit small. Maybe. I don't know. I'll see how it looks when I'm done. We'll do this color again. Or actually, I think doing a dark. Kind of like this. Yeah, and then on the sides, I'll do more orange. Yeah, I think having a little accent like that would be nice. Yeah, that should be good. Maybe a little bit back. About as good as it gets. We'll apply with the mirror. Go. And yeah, I don't really think there's any visible clipping. Yeah, that'll be decent. I think I could do something with these to make them look a little better. Maybe. Yeah, I could do like a beam slope or something. Like a small one slope or something on the bottom. Music is so fucking over the top, man. I don't much care for this part of the soundtrack just because it's so fucking dramatic to be playing in designer mode. So I think I want just like a... Oh, you know what? I know what I want. Corner. Metal Metal... Fuck is it called? Triangle corner, okay. Triangle corner. We'll look for the metal one. Metal triangle corner. There we go. Up, there we go. I'm gonna bring it back. The left, there we go. I think what I want to do is a roll, pitch. What the? I want or negative 100, negative 110. Yeah, that looks flat on there, maybe? Nope. 135. Yeah, 135. Go. So, let's see here. Pitch. Yeah, there we go. I think that's the way I want it. And what I'll do is... Oh, 145. I think that's what I want there. And then... God fucking damn it. Thank you. Yep, okay. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Then pitch. Don't like how these fucking move, man. It's all relative to, like, other rotations that it's done, and it's just like, man, that's so goddamn annoying. Like, why not just have, like, a little, like, you have half of the, like, ordeal right here. Why not give, like, the oh, right, there's no undo in this game for the... This triggers me as an artist. As someone who uses tools that do this exact thing, but infinitely better, this triggers me mildly. having to fucking putz around with this. So what I want is for this to be at the bottom and this flat side to be up here. But I don't fucking know how to get it to do that. Like, good day to hydrate. Yeah, it's a good day to make the mistake of playing this fucking game. Like, it's just, I don't know how to do it with this game's tools. Well, there's this, but this is worse, actually. Wait, hold on. That's actually kind of it, I think. It's it if it was facing, if this point was on this side. Oh. Well, but now we have the issue of the bottom not facing the... I really despise this game. I really despise this because it's just like, God, it would be so simple to just give us a fucking rotation sphere thing. God. But no. You can't give us that. You're like not even a half step away from having that in the game. Like, I just want this down here. What I'm going for isn't even possible, is it? Fuck knows if it's possible. I can't fucking tell with this game, man. Just try a slope. I think I need a 90 of some sort. Let me just zero all these. If the game will allow me to fucking do that. There we go. Zero all of them, and it's already there? I really fucking hate how hard it... Also, this being in the way is seriously fucking bothering me. Can I put this one here? No. Here? No. Here? This one? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Well, pitch. Pitch is what I want. Up, down, position. Nope. Just, because this doesn't work. I just use another metal wedge. One. No, I think the slope's what I want. Maybe, I don't... fucking hell. Stop. I'm going for might not even be doable with this game. I just don't think there's any way for me to make this look good. Unless, actually, hold on, I have an idea. What I can do is... Nope, not this. Try to... I really fucking hope there is some form of UI update or something in this game's near future. So I can just click and drag without worrying about the damn thing fucking... Like... Try a 1 meter one. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to do, it's just know it's not going well. Because I'm missing, like, an entire fucking... I feel like I'm missing an entire direction of, like, rotation. Like, I feel like it goes 90 to 90. I feel like I'm missing a full 180 degrees of like, pitch rotation. And that's seriously pissing me off that I can't just rotate it further this way. Because why? I don't like this. There's a reason I never got into this, and it's because I expected this shit to be as obnoxious as it is. If I could just rotate it a tiny fucking bit more. Like, just ever so fucking slightly, it would be great, but I don't think I can do the thing I want to do with this. I just don't think it's possible to do what I wanted to. This system is just so fucking, like, limiting. Down station, so we'll go here. And then what I want to do is make it real flat, like this. Get it kind of placed against it. Do 0.4? 4.35. Yeah, something like that. We'll do 1.5 of that, and then 0.5 of that. It needs to go a little more left. There we go. Maybe a little taller. 0.6. Okay, that. 0.4 now. Yeah, that looks better. Maybe a little higher, actually. What about 4.6? Maybe a little forward pitch. And a little forward, I think. And maybe a little less up, down, like that. Then this needs to go down a little bit, like this. That's better. And apply with mirror. There we go. How's that look? Not terrible. What type of craft is it? It's a little hydrofoil. It skims on the water, goes decently really fast, and just shoots stuff. I want to give it some decoration like that. From a distance, it doesn't look terrible. Spoiler might be a little tall, but at this point, do I really fucking care? And the answer is decidedly not. Also, welcome in, Evelyn. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for inviting. Yes, this is a railgun, just to give the bullets some extra velocity, as they are pretty limited in the size of shell that I can use for the space I have. How do I do this? Oh, yeah. Then this, I'll just tell this to go drive in a straight line for a little bit.
Moving now.
It's a decently fast little thing. It can go, you know, just a humble 100 meters a second average when the water's a little calmer than it is, even though you can't really tell it's not calm right now. I totally don't know a bit about this game through hours of me watching it on YouTube. Mood. I don't know why the water... it must be waves that I can't see because of my settings. Yeah, this is just a little thing I've been working on. Yeah, I think the spoilers definitely add to it a little bit. Maybe I'll add some stuff on the sides, too. I do want to add, like, kind of like struts that go from, like, here to here or something on either side, so I think I'll do that, too. Oh, let me add decoration here. Hide original. Nope, don't hide original. We'll do... probably want to do a wedge, heavy... armor wedge front. There we go. Do an orange there. And so I want to do roll. Nope, roll the other way. Roll, I think 90. Yeah, negative 90. Hydrate, you got it. Thank you for that,
Pancakes and GN.
I see. Do good scaling there. I could technically probably do this out of armor, but at this point I'm doing this just for looks. It doesn't really need any sort of strut. Like, fuck, would it be smart to do with Let me try doing it with yeah, let me try doing it with these actually. How do I want to do this? I think I want to do it this. Fuck it, I'm doing a decoration. I don't know how to do this. Which front? Now this damn thing's in the fucking way. There we go. Negative 90 roll. Do all like this. This. Forward back scaling like so. Longer scaling, or like that. maybe a little less of a harsher y'all there. We move it back a little bit. And that should be good. Something like that, I think. Maybe a little less. Move it back a little bit. Something like that. Yeah, something like that I think will be good. Will be good. Yeah, I think if I do a darker color, you know, have some accents. Yeah. I can add multiple decorations on one block. Oh, shit. I can add multiple on one. I did not realize I could do that. Oh my god, that changes things. Oh my good golly geez, that changes a lot. Okay, wow. That means I didn't have to do the stupid spreading them around thing. Hello, goodbye? Okay then. Guess I didn't say hi fast enough. Goodbye to you as well. Cool. Alright then. Let's see here. Right. We can do, add. Apply with mirror, please. Just kidding. Ah, fuck. I've been goofed. Heck. Welcome into Omega Cannon. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for goodbye. You got me. You heckin' got me. There we go. It looks a little better. Having a little bit of just extra stuff in there, you know? Yeah, it definitely adds a little visual spice to that. Maybe I'll add it a little bit back here too. I think that'd be nice. Do the same kind of thing. Get it out visible real quick. Okay, I want to do 0, angle look like. Right, probably want to do a... well, first I want to rotate it so it's facing this way. Then I want to roll positive. So positive. I'm so confused right now. What? No, negative 90. Okay, so still negative 90. Go. All right. Then we want to go, and then we will yeet. Like that, maybe. Little long, so I'll move it back a little bit. I think. Way good. Then less. Scaling till it hits, but doesn't poke through the other side. Perfect. And this looks decently natural. Yeah, and that adds just a little extra spice to the looks. Nice. And then we apply with the mirror. Alright. What next? That definitely does make it look better, but I feel like there's more I can do. What else can I do? Maybe something on the sides, but I don't want to put anything in front of these, because then it would look a little weird if the missiles are firing through itself. Blow off one of my armor panels or something? What was that? Yeah, that's a part of my ship, alright? Something got blown off there. Oh yeah, wait, what got blown off? I'm confused. Ever played this game? What's the goal of this game? Well, this game has campaigns that you can play. Right now, I'm just in a designing mode to build stuff, but basically, it's, not too dissimilar from, like, how you would play, like, an RTS kind of game. You have a big old, world map. Or here I can do, bam, kind of like this, where normally there's a bunch of different factions, all with their own territories that you capture in these grids. You start out in some small space, like, for one difficulty, or for one campaign's difficulty, you start out down here, and you get like a resource node or two, and then you gotta go get more. And you gotta just like build your own craft, fight enemy factions with it, and you just you win the game either by diplomacy or the more fun option of destroying all the other factions. And there is multiplayer in this game, but I haven't really tried too much of multiplayer yet. Mostly because I don't have that many friends who have free time for it. But yeah, there's one campaign which is based on this map here, which is Niter. It is a mostly oceanic map, which is really cool. There's also a land campaign as well, which is like purely land-based with tanks and aircraft. No, not really, no boats. No water sliding craft like this. Yeah, you just build, you capture resource nodes to gain more materials to build more ships and stuff like that. And you just design stuff, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass, this game is, to learn, but it's still pretty fun. It's more fun to not be building, if you ask me, just because I don't like this kind of blocks building system where you gotta go through all this different stuff. It can get a little frustrating for someone not too smart like me who struggles with finding the right piece to fit into like a corner like this. It's still pretty cool though, you get to build some really cool stuff. Oh, son of a bitch, there's a missing plate of armor right there. Like barotrauma? Barotrauma. That's the... Hold on. Like this? Not quite, I don't think. Very different types of games. Unless you're thinking of a different game and not barotrauma. Welcome in, Necro. Going alright, we're doing some decoration. I gave this thing a spoiler and some little, like, struts. You know, I also completed this thing off stream. As you can see, it's, you know, actually able to move. And, you know, completing stuff. Trying to think now, like... Nice skimmer? Yeah, it's pretty nice. This is one variant of it that has a... kind of burst gun. How fast is it? While turning, it's got a constant about 60 meters a second average. While going completely straight forward, however, when the water is completely calm, this thing averages at about 110. He kind of bounces up and down a little bit, because it's not perfectly stable, but it's pretty decently stable. But, or actually no, it's more like 100 meters a second, because once it gets to its top speed, it starts rocking a bit more. Yeah, I didn't refill that. Alright. Just trying to think now of, like, what other visual additions I can make to this thing. May have gone slightly mental, yeah. I feel like I could do stuff over here. Like, what if I do... How did I do that? Like... do metal slope. You can build a submarine, it's a pain to build it. You can do subs in this, yeah. But, like, this is, like, as you can see, it's, like, building with, like, each individual kind of block kind of thing. And, like, the guns are also, like, their own, like, thing you have to build entirely on your own. Like, in here is all the components. Each one of these little things is an individual block on the gun that you have to build yourself. It's a very in-depth kind of vehicle building game, because especially when you have to worry about the physics of things, because that's fun. We all love physics here. I had to make an entire new custom campaign. I already made 19 out of 32 plant crafts. You are fucking mental, Necro. This would be a 45. Yeah, it's a 45-degree angle. We'll do... right scaling, kind of like this. Do a 2. We'll do Play nothing but From the Depths for 30 hours. Jesus Christ, Necro. Why do you do this to yourself? I think this is decent. Maybe I do, like, a slightly darker green just to, like, accentuate this a bit. And better handle the deco system. Kinda. A tiny bit. What is the detail color? What is this one? Fuck. Yo, my trim is that one. So I'll take the detail and we will first just bam. Then we will bam. Gonna do my typical kind of sage if I can get it. Right kind of yeah, that'll do. Right, Control X should be this one. Yep. Okay, Control Z paint. Yeah, I realized. There we go. Yeah, we'll do something like that, and then now I'm going to add decorations again. I'm gonna do the same thing, or actually, hold on, I can do this even better. Copy, paste, but then we yaw it to a negative 45 degrees, and then move it backwards. Till bam. Can I make the super heavy tank for the SPG for the SPG for the number 20? I mean, artillery are really funny, so like you can always do artillery. 3 and then a little further back as much as I can, and then do 1 color, and we'll move this 3. Well, that might be a bit too long at the front. Back a little bit until it god damn it, it's doing it again. Alright, so we'll just go back down to 2. Yep. I'll just move this one back. This campaign is gonna be properly tricky just by only one enemy faction, yeah. There we go. And then, if I apply with mirror, does it apply both? Oh, fucking hell, that makes that a lot easier. And now, yeah, that gives it a little more, like, shape. Yeah, I like that. If I really wanted to go ham with it, I'd also add some corners right here and right here. The same kind of, well, actually, shit, that wouldn't be too hard, would it? So if I copy... add new decoration, paste, but instead I do metal or triangle, metal triangle corner to M, right? And then I figure out where the hell it is. There it is. And then I move it up. That'd be hard. This way.
As long as the AI doesn't decide to spam one not very good design over and over as it sometimes likes to do.
Yeah. This might not work as well as I hoped. Yeah, no, this isn't gonna actually match as well as I wanted it to. Left. Yeah. Never mind, that didn't work. I thought that would work better. Or did I copy the wrong one? Let me try that again, but I'll make sure to copy the right one. So we'll do metal triangle corner, paste, up. Alright, metal triangle corner. Yeah, okay, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I think this is good enough, having this. I think that's good enough, you know? Maybe I'll add new decoration. Paste. Make it a little thinner. And I think having something like this just makes it look a lot better. Having just a little more breaking up of, like, just the same monotonous, like, shape. I think looks a lot better. So I think I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. Except, hold on. These ones, is it here? Yeah. This one, or these ones, I'm going to, I think, make same color. Just because I think having them be in a different color looks a little off. But I do want the back. Yeah, that looks better, I think. Having it being more subtle, I think, is a great addition. Do that. I think I might just add new decoration. Metal beam 2 meter. Green. No roll. Go. Alright, hold on. What I think I can do is if I just do up by like a tiny bit here, up down positioning 0.1. Perfect. Or hell, that might be too much, like 0.05 or like 0.01. There we go, 0.05, and that matches the other one. Boom! No more weird looking hole in the top of the thing. Nice. That looks a lot better now, I think. I'd say it looks better. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. There we go. And now what I can do is I can go in, Control Delete, or there we go. Alright, so now that's gone, but wow, has that space always been there? That's a bit of a vulnerability, isn't it? Weird. I never realized that was there. Well, let me first fix that up. Yeah, that's where the gun is. This isn't meant to fight anything big or bulky. Why is it deleting that? There we go. You wanted it to have azimuth range? Yeah, I wanted to have a decent, like, just aiming kind of radius, yeah. Again, this thing is, like, with the gun, like, 60k. This is my anti-early game stuff. This is the thing I have that can actually carry me to the point of being able to construct my bigger craft. Some objects. Is this the right gun? I think this is the right gun. Yeah, this is the right gun. That should be the correct amount of space. Was it like this? Should have been like this. Yeah, there we go. Save vehicle. Hole splitter. Oh, easy. Or maybe, you know what, hold on, for the splitter, maybe I'll do armor refit metal of my... Hold on. Is this my main? Okay, secondary main. Metal of main, I'm gonna turn into my trim color, I think. Or detail. Or no, trim. Perfect. That doesn't change the damn plates? Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Wait, what about that? That's the... Why don't those show up? What? Never mind, these stay the same color, I think. Actually, no, maybe I'll invert the colors. Armor of main, or metal of main turn into secondary. No. Never mind. Fuck no, and screwed up the entire paint job. Well, I'm pretty sure that that doesn't matter because if I spawn in a new shredder, it has the correct paint job. So fuck that one. If I can use my camera. There we go. Or actually, I just realized this one needs some repainting in some spots because... Oh, right, because these are decorative. I forgot about that. Well, that's fine. Alright. I think I'm happy with this. I think this is good. Yeah. Guess I can give it some testing now. Let's see here. I think I've tested... Have I tested this version against the paddle gun? Let's have a look here. Let's see which one wins. I think that was the enemy losing a bunch of something. Let me make sure here. Yeah, I think that was one of the wheels or something getting blown off the paddle gun. Or something? I don't know what just acted like some big chunk of something got blasted off. My vehicle and this one are both fine. I lost some hydrofoils, but that's about it. I just remembered, though, I am gonna have to refit the, Did that say anything? I didn't hear it. I think I talked over it. Wait a second. I feel like I didn't see it shoot there.
Testing again just to make sure that iBob was speaking about Bob.
Yeah, I think I just talked over him. Right, this thing just shoots out, it fires off all its rounds really fast. I forgot about that. Also, the shots are also loud. This game is just loud in general. I'm really glad I added extra the repair bots, because it's not enough repair bots to repair cheese, but like, it's enough to help keep the hydrofoils getting repaired. Because they get blown off really easily. That's why I have the misses on the side, because for vehicles like this that are really compact, it's kind of hard for its main gun to get through it, especially if it's kind of like only able to hit that. Those missiles are honestly like the main damage dealers. This one doesn't do very good against metal. This one's very much meant for less heavily armored deepwater guard. I think the paddle gun might run into this little bit of water here, or land here. Little sandbar. Oh yeah, it hit the sandbar a tiny bit. Like lost a chunk. Oh. Stop moving for a second. I thought it beached itself for a second somehow. Yeah, those missiles are doing a decent bit of damage though. You can see the damage going up in the top right. That fire especially does a lot for them being small missiles with very little thought put into them. It's very much a slow death. Though actually it seems like I've disabled something in here because the paddle gun's not firing anymore. It might have ran out of ammo or something, or I broke something important. Something's gone wrong in here. Yeah. I think that's a done deal there. That's a win for the hull shredder here. So we'll go ahead and refill its ammo. And let's see here. Let's try... Can it hit a plane? I'm curious. From a decent enough distance, it can land some shots. What's the plane do to it? Right, and because we have missiles, it should also be able to fight with those. Yeah, that thing's gun does not really do a lot of damage. And it does have enough elevation, because I do have an elevation mantlet slapped onto the front of this. Actually doing a lot of damage because of the fire. Yeah, no, this definitely works. It just... How fast is that thing flying? It's, like, kind of decently keeping pace. Ooh, now it's time to see if this thing knows how to avoid land. I don't think I've programmed that. I most certainly have not programmed this thing to avoid land. I should do that. Alright, Oh, on water, right, because this avoidance type was never fixed for being on water. I do like 5-meter depth required. And hopefully now I can avoid land. That should be good. I think I'll make this thing be a little more aggressive. Be good. Let me save that and bump the version so it's AI saves. Right, and we're gonna go ahead and spawn in the shredder this time. Or no, not shredder, splitter this time. There we go. The hull splitter is actually less expensive, which is funny. Its gun, despite firing a larger shell, is less expensive due to it not being a railgun. I guess with this rendition, though, I could make this a railgun. I'm going to make this a railgun. Especially since this thing fires slow, I might as fucking well, you know? The issue is just gonna be where the fuck do I fit the parts for this in? I can fit some chargers in here. I know I can fit one here. Aside from that, really don't have any other space to put them. Unless I get rid of the armor. Which I guess is what's gotta happen. Has to be this way. There we go. And I'm gonna put a lot of this energy that it uses per shot into its accuracy. I'm gonna say it'll use 10,000 per shot. It can actually use more than that, so let's say it can use 30,000 per shot. Okay, a little less than that. Let's do 28,000 per shot. Alright, its recharge can handle that. Its rails can handle that. And now this thing is a decent bit more accurate with a faster shell. So this makes it have... So let's see, if that's 2,800, so that's 14,000 going into pure velocity. So if I plug that into the shell's calculation here... So... a 375, I think. With... 14,000 applied to... Yeah, that looks right. 14,000. There we go. Got a KDAP of 421,000. Nice. 31 AP, which isn't terrible. Wait, this is using the wrong shell. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. I think I gotta remake the shell. Yeah, shit, wait, hold on. The shell's wrong. This is the this is the 118mm shell. Hold on a second here. What size is this? 5 meter, okay. Yeah, I'm realizing that. Oh, intake, there we go. Oh, shit, sorry, I hit my thing. I hit my mic. Alright, so we want to do... HE, 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 and then a fin. Or maybe a fin here and then more, gunpowder. 100. KDAP is now 490,000. A little less AP, actually. It is a little slower than it was before, I think. Not sure. But now, yeah, it has more damage, which is good. It's got a 5 meter shell. Can I add another segment to that? Can I add more? No, okay. I can only do 13, okay. Yeah, now it has 524,000 KDAP, which is really nice. I had a solid bore body head here, right? And then HE and stabilizer fit. That lowers it, okay. So go back to having this one being an HE, this one being gunpowder, this one being stabilizer. Yeah, 524,000 is the best. With a 4,600 explosive damage, with a radius of 12.6 meters. So that's not terrible. That's pretty decent. Especially because we have the fin for extra accuracy, plus the extra energy for more accuracy. That's definitely a pretty solid fucking improvement. I can also make the barrel longer if I want to. I think I'm going to. I think this is just basic, yeah. Bam. Bam. Or evacuator. Does make its traverse a tiny bit slower, but that's fine. 1150 meters a second now with better accuracy. That's good. Go ahead, reload. Here, all that good stuff. Honestly, I could probably do to increase its capacity a little more. If I could. Rail use is only... Wait, the rail use went down? Oh, because it fires slower now. Whatever. Well, that just means I can increase the amount of, energy by a pretty decent amount. We'll do 35,000? I think I might be able to do 40,000. Yeah, I think that's good because this thing will have such a long break between firing, because what it has to do is, once it's done firing, it comes back around. That's good. I'll go ahead and give this a save. I forgot to save the original AI before I saved over it. That's my bad. See, that's a decent bit more accurate. We'll do the paddle gun a decent ways out, because that seems to be the one I want to test the most on. Okay, let me see how this first shell flies. Oh, it did hit. I think it didn't do any explosive damage. It might have gone underneath. Not sure. Yeah, it's hitting. Yeah, the nice thing is, fighting a lot of these deepwater guard ships, if you're facing something like the paddle gun, it's not going to do much because they do a lot of, like, high volume amounts of bullets, rather than ones that hurt really hard, so it might damage some external components, but for the most part, it'll be fine. But also, you might run into ones that have giant, like, hell mortars that will insta-gib anything that gets hit by it. There we go, and we'll see how this shell does. I think this shot's gonna go over. Yeah, by a mile. That one missed too. Okay, that's not fantastic. I think this thing also needs a couple more rails, just to have a little more capacity on them. This is more like an accuracy test, so I'm not too concerned about its survivability right now. This thing's more meant for larger vehicles anyways, that it's harder to miss on. Go, we'll slow it down a bit. Bam, there we go. And then pause. That I think is gonna go way high again. Yep. Well, not as high as the last one. Okay, we got a shell. That looks like it's gonna hit. And we get to see how much this would do. Oh. Oh. You see if I can find the exact hole that made. I think that went right through here, all the way through here, and out here. Yeah, that just completely overpenned. Yeah. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay, well, good to know that it's got good pen. Now what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna make a second shell type. That I can maybe switch to. Nope, this is the wrong menu. How's the gun? There it is. I'm gonna make a second shell. Same kind of deal, 13 parts, except this one is going to just have pure HE. What we're gonna do 375 with, I think it's a 20,000 energy, yeah. Then we just do a bunch of HE until the shell is no longer... Yeah, there we go. Does this have less explosive damage than the other one? 16.5 meters with a 11,348 compared to... Oh no, this is the same shell. Oh no, that's way more damage, okay. Gonna try this shell next. Gonna repair, reload. Gonna spawn in a paddle gun. I'm just gonna turn off its ability to shoot. Nope, wait, no, not that. Turn off ability to shoot because I want to be the one to do so. Well, I think it's fired. That's gonna be a complete and utter miss. Oh, and that one fucking ricocheted. Was not anticipating an HE shell to be able to ricochet. Add a little more rail capacity to this, just so it can fire like all of its shells at once. Oh, it does actually have a slower fire rate, so it's actually able to fully charge again. So I could give this thing more fucking rail capacity. That's gonna miss. No, it didn't. 31,000. That one wildly missed. That's the issue. I can't pause and fire, otherwise the shell's gonna miss horribly. But I can't fucking aim in this game because of how much the camera fucking rocks. I hate that the camera rocks with the ship. Might be my, like, least favorite part of the game. Build more stable ships. It's a fucking hydrofoil going 100 meters a second. I can't make it any more stable. I've done everything I can. I have thrusters trying to help and everything. Or at least they should be trying to help, but apparently they turned off since the last time. But whatever, I'll try to fix that in a second. Miss. Oh, that's a direct hit. Hold on. That's a direct fucking hit. As long as this doesn't ricochet. That's dead middle. Didn't hit as deep as I thought it would. Adventure mode? No, we're just doing, designer mode right now. Just experimenting with getting a new ship of mine working a little better. Welcome in, though, Jeffafa. I think, is your name a reference? Welcome in, though. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for saying goodbye. But yeah, hellos. Yeah, we're just, experimented with a new design. Much is my ship worth? This is worth about 65,000. And yeah, it is a reference. Oh, okay, I get it then. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's worth that. It's kind of like one of my lighter sizes of vehicles. Okay, let me destroy enemy vehicles. Let me see here. Thinking maybe I make this a heat kind of thing. Make it a heat head. See how good that does. You gonna build a cheap boat today? Nice. Let's paddle gun. Alright, let me reload all. Right, let me turn off your guns. Let's see how this shell does. This should hit, hopefully. It's gonna hit the side, I think. Ooh. Zenpoint 12k physical damage. Where's the damage at, though? I don't... Is it inside? Well, I see some damage in there, yeah? Didn't see any blocks getting knocked loose. That's weird. Try it again. Here comes the next shell. See if that lands. We don't need sleep, we need to build. Yes. Oh, that's my first time noticing this thing had energy shields. I didn't know Deepwater God were allowed to have those. Oh, that was... I mean, that looked good. I sped up time too much. I couldn't quite tell what that... It looks like it hit over here? There anymore? Gotcha. Yeah, it looks like it did a decent bit of shrapneling in here. Noticing a decent couple blocks missing. Gun's just that old? Gotcha. Trying to see if heat would be the way to go for this kind of shell. Just want to figure out what's the best, like, kind of like, just good punch into them kind of gun without it overpenning. I have a bad tendency, apparently, to make my AP, or my APHE shells just, like, be too AP. SAP frag? Sap frag? What is sap frag? I mean, this seems like it's doing decent damage. Semi-armor piercing frag? How do I make something semi-armor piercing? Yeah, no, those shells look like they did some decent... I mean, they landed well, I just can't quite tell... It's kind of hard to tell where the damage is when you're using a shell that doesn't do surface damage. That's kinetic. AP frag 500mm. So work on that small boat? Yeah, not really. 300. This is a 375. It's about as big as I think I can manage to have for a decent, like, level of complexity on the shell, while also keeping it decently cheap. Disconnect, drop the fuse, more payload. Gotcha. I could do that with this, perhaps. That is kind of what I have on here. But my only thing is I don't want to ever make, like, a shell too slow, but I guess, you know, it's the deep water guard. They have fucking wood and glue as armor. With the occasional bit of scrap metal in the middle. It's like, I don't need that much AP. Okay, fin. Stabilizer fin body. Let's try this. This style of shell here. Repair that. Okay, still facing that way, so I'm not worried about clicking on that. Once it starts to turn around, I'm going to slow down time so I can catch when it fires. Go. Has it fired? Can't tell. Oh, there we go. Now it's fired. Alright, let's see how this goes. That's looking like a good dead-on shot. It's gonna hit a little low. Hopefully I think the shell has, yep, ricocheted off the water. And because of that, it's gonna go too high, I think. Oh, fuck. Jafafa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the guild. Thank you, thank you. I think it... What a time to pause. Oh, it detonated. Holy shit, that was... Oh. Yeah, I think that's the shell we go with. I think we got the one, chat. If you can make your own guns, can you make a black hole cannon or a gravity cannon and pulls everything towards it? Use stuff and use projectiles? Not quite. You can make vehicles with grapple hooks, basically, that pull the enemies into you, and if you build your ship a certain way, or your vehicle a certain way, you can basically make that pulling them into, like, a giant, heavily armored grinding drill, for example. The weapons in this game, fit into a couple different categories here. You have the simple weapons, which you don't touch unless you're going for the tactical nuke, or the rams. Neither of which I think I have to explain. Pretty self-explanatory. You have the cram cannons, which are basically your Yar-Har, giant fucking pirate cannons, basically. Like, we're talking 2,000 millimeter shells from these things. These are the slow, but if you get hit, no amount of praying is going to save you kind of guns. You have the advanced cannons, which are what I'm using. These are kind of your more precision-based ballistic weapons. These are what can be made into railguns for your just hyper-pierce shells. You have your missiles, which, well, they're missiles. Anything you think you can do with a missile, you probably can do with a missile in this game. You have your lasers, which, well, they're lasers. Big laser cannons that you can make fire in a multitude of ways, and they're really cool. And very strong if you know how to build them. Plasma cannons, which are kind of like advanced cannons, but instead of a bullet, it fires out plasma. And it's really cool, because they're also really strong. And then, flamethrowers, which I don't think I need to explain to you what a flamethrower is. Yeah, I think I found the shell type I want for this. The hull splitter, I think, definitely has a shell worthy of the name, now. The Corsair, is that the son of a bitch that has the grapple hooks? I'm gonna do just a proper, like, test run here. Full combat. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Before I start the next fight, let me first allow my ship to be able to fucking shoot. Probably a decent idea. Corsair, take 2. Galamar, thank God, so this isn't the one. So that shell hit the water. Still nearly hit. So far, holding up well to the thing's hits. Missiles going in. 2 missiles have done 38,000 damage. Jesus Christ. Is it shockingly powerful its size? Yeah, but also apparently very susceptible to medium missile. Yeah, I haven't really talked about it, but this thing has 2 pairs of missile launchers. It has 2 medium missiles that are pure just explosive. And then it has some short missiles. Plus 30k, really? It's in hard category. That's crazy. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, it has 2 medium missiles, and it has 2 sets of small missiles. And these ones are incendiary frag. Just to, you know, extra help, or extra soften up the enemy armor. And so far, quite pleased with how it looks like we have taken barely any damage whatsoever, aside from we're missing a couple of our hydrofoils here. Strength is per cost? Yeah, fair. Yeah, its missiles are a lot more reliable for damage than its gun for these smaller craft like this. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we haven't lost any thrusters yet either on this. Haven't really lost any blocks or anything aside from hydrofoils. Which is honestly just as bad because with the more hydrofoils we lose on one side, like you can see we're missing more on the left than the right. Makes it a little more unstable, makes our accuracy worse. Oh, I think a shell landed a little bit. Yeah, no, it's very inaccurate now because of that. Very unstable. Fortunately, the Corsair's guns don't seem to do very good against very small amounts of armor, it seems. Like, this thing is, like, at most a armor plate and 1 thing of metal thick. You know? And, like, a spine of heavy armor, you know? Maybe that's good enough. Maybe all the angles help him deflect a bit of the damage. I know we're missing a couple little chunks over here. In the corners. We're still doing good for materials. We're only missing 1% health. Yeah, the other issue is, though, this thing does run out of, energy pretty fast, though, considering it is firing 40,000 energy per shell. So, it's not the greatest on energy, but it's fine. Ship that small only hits so hard. Yeah, that's fair. It's not like something I make where I think it's lost track. Oh, wait, no, I think it's dead. Oh, it's dead. I was about to say, I think my ship lost track because I can still see it floating over there. Contraband? You got it. Contraband. Contraband. Is that a godly? Oh, is it a medium? Contraband. Okay. Gonna watch from the contraband's perspective. That shell... That might be lights out. No, I think it's actually missing to the right. Yeah, it missed to the right. That also was a miss. Oh, right! The contraband! That's what you do. I don't know if that's gonna hit. Depending on how good its prediction is. Yeah, that's gonna miss. That is terrifying, though. Oh, and the missiles hit. I was like, yeah, what's the contraband? I forget. I remember the name, but it's just like a fucking giant ICBM rises from the ship, and it's just like, oh, you! You gonna fire? Splitter, what's going on here? Here comes another one. Oh, I don't think my gun can actually shoot because of how low to the water this thing... Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. This might be able to hit, depending on... No, I'm pretty sure the hull splitter is actually faster than the goddamn missile. That's really funny. No, the missile might be faster, but I don't think it has the fuel. I'll be surprised if it has the fuel. Oh, nope, it can't turn fast enough, though. Definitely has the fuel, it's just I don't think it's fast enough. Yeah, and even for ships where this thing just can't quite hit it with the main gun, the missiles are definitely proving effective. Oh god, here comes another one. This is interesting. This will be interesting. This is a different angle that it's firing at. Or different timing. That might hit it. I think that's gonna hit. I think that's gonna catch it while the splitter is moving towards it. This is gonna turn in a couple moments here. Yeah. Unless the rockiness of the ship's, like, varying speeds. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, I'm slowing down time. Uh-oh, that's not looking good. Because again, all it takes is... Oh, that's a hit. All it takes is one. Wait. Yep, that's a hit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a kill. Or is it? It's not a kill! Oh my god, my ability to create incredibly stubborn vehicles strikes again. If that was dead center, I'd die, but yeah. That's amazing. It's like a hydrofoil version of the goddamn combustor. We are missing almost half of... Oh, that's gonna be a kill, though. But there's this magical thing called I'm taking control now. Common airship for the Niter campaign, Pinot or something? You know, kill that was small is good. I don't know. Oh, I couldn't avoid it, damn. Wait, it's still alive. Oh, wait, no, right, the AI's dead in this thing, though. Yeah, that cleared out its rear, yeah, that's dead. That's a kill. This thing is capable of surviving at least 2 missiles from the contraband, though. That's really funny. And also good to know that... Oh, I'm in build mode. That's what's happening. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck's happening? Why can't I move my camera properly? There it goes. It's dead. And I think that missile's just fucking off into space. Wait. What? It's like the soul of a missile. What the fuck? A 36 trio of jets that can handle most deep water guidance watch easily. Yeah. What the fuck? What? Phantom missile. Oh, is that shit a heat? Oh, that has like fragment or something to it. God, if that happened to me in an actual campaign, I'd be miffed. Can you fucking imagine? It's just like the spirit of the goddamn missile hitting me. Alright, I think that's good. I mean, real quick, I'm gonna give this thing a save with its full speed saved. Which is actually really funny, because what I can do is I can angle the damn thing up, and if I do it for long enough, maybe it can do it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this rendition of it can. But it might be able to, because I can get it a higher top speed than it's actually technically capable of. See if I can... Not sure if it can anymore, but I'm trying to get it to fly. Because an older version of this thing could actually lift its nose just enough to where it could take off. I think it's because I raised the engines in the middle. Because it used to be on the bottom, now they're on the top, so it has less lift. Yeah, that should be good. I can save that as is. There we go. Alright. Go ahead and get rid of this one. I'll spawn in the shredder. We'll run some tests on the hull shredder. First off. Oh, there we go. I can get this one off the water. I gotta do it as soon as I spawn it in. It's actually really funny that I've made this thing as effective of a fucking plane as it is. If I, like, slightly remodeled it to where the gun pokes out of the bottom of the thing, I could potentially actually make a decently solid air vehicle for the Ashes of the Empire campaign. That could be really fucking funny if I did that. Just make a plane variant. Honestly, it would probably be easier to make a more stable version if I made it a plane. Alright, go ahead and save that so it has its max out of, or its max speed saved. And I think that's good, honestly. Y-wing potential, pretty much. Actually, fuck, that would be really cool to refit one of these, but instead of it being like a gunning thing or anything, just make it a fucking bomber. That would be fucking cool. Oh, these are actually still working. Okay, it just is hard to tell underwater. Yeah, those are working to help stabilize it. And these ones occasionally help. Alright, but let's try the shredder against, try the shredder against the contraband. But the Star Wars Y-Wing was a fighter? No, that'd be the X-Wing. That would be this one. Yes, I made an X-Wing at one point. Mainly, it was so I could... I don't remember what the motivation was. I think I just wanted to. This is actually the second version of it I made, because I wanted to make one that could actually survive getting shot even a tiny bit. Which, here, I'm actually going to destroy enemy vehicles real quick. Because the first version I made was thin as fuck, could barely fire. It fired very slow. Because that's about as much as you can fit. It wasn't as fast, but it's more visually accurate, I think. You know, it's got that more sleek build. It looks a lot more like a X-Wing. Still is pretty cool. I even gave it some glass so you could kind of see into the inside a little bit. Even though there's no pilot seat, it's just components. Because this thing is like 1 block thick in terms of its hull. It's all internal components. And then, yeah, I made the bulkier version because this thing is actually capable of fighting things. Which, honestly, I think also kind of looks cool, though. Thinking about it, I could also just, like, rip the wings off. I could probably turn this into a pretty convincing-looking A-wing. Y-wing is bomber fighter? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, to fit in enough, like, mobility stuff, I actually have engines plugged into the side here that are just off. And these are also thrusters. And so are all these. It's a lot of just putting in slightly hidden thrusters. Yo, Vol, welcome in. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Thanks, goodbye. It is square, yeah. Apparently I gave this thing spacing in its armor, though, inside. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Yeah. Do I use spin blocks to get the wing angle? No, I use just dead up normal blocks. I just normal ass blocks, and I have airplane ailerons, there we go, on it because I didn't know how else to properly get it to up and down. Works really well, though. Has terrible roll, though. Does not roll for shit. Flies pretty fast, though. It has pretty good guns. This thing actually does a pretty sizable amount of damage. Right, there we go. It's back to the things I need to be actually focusing on. The shredders. Yeah, alright. Yeah, what about the, where is I think it's an easy craft. The, Paraiba, yeah. This is like the Deepwater Guard transport, or cargo transport vehicle. Come on. Okay, what the fuck are you doing? I have never seen it do this before. Why is it... What is happening here? Is it confused that it's a fucking aircraft? Well, whatever's happening, all I know is that this thing is burning up. Oh god, it has torpedoes. I don't know how that's gonna go. Where was a lower-end capital ship? Is it? Remember this thing being so fucking common, I just assumed it was a goddamn cargo ship. Ooh, that's a kill. Yep. That's the AI gone. And half the engine bay ripped up. Or just half of all its internals. Cargo ship is the Walrus? I don't even know if I've seen the Walrus. Walrus. I don't... Maybe I've seen this once. Like, I remember, because I remember seeing the Paraibas moving around like they're cargo ships. I think they were transporting ship, too. That's weird. Oh, what I will do is... pull out the splitter again, because I want to see how the splitter does against the Paraiba. And actually, what I'll do is... this. I will spawn in a shredder and a splitter. Because I want to see how these things operate in tandem. And are they capable of avoiding each other in combat? It was so common because it's the easy class of the AI doesn't mind spamming them on easy diff? Yeah. Makes sense. Ooh, that looks like it hit. Maybe not. I mean, yeah, this thing's... Holy shit, just two of these things is doing a lot more damage. How about this? Is that gonna land? Oh, yep. A couple of them did, it looks like, but it looks like this thing's fine. What the fuck was that? Oh, what? I didn't... Can you do that more? It, like, stopped itself, staying just fast enough to be on top of the water still, and just, like, fucking plugged some shots there. What the f... I've never seen these do that before. What is happening to this thing's AI? That's weird. I've never seen... I don't know why these are being so weird. I mean, either way, the missiles are doing their job, though. Oh, this thing's taking a little bit of damage. That's good to see that these things can take some hits. Ooh, it's in a little bit up here. I don't know why it's doing this, though. It's being really weird about its... What? Why? What? Why did you do this? Why did it do this? Why did it stop? The fuck? Why isn't it firing? Move, god damn it. What? Hold on. This is the shredder. Why is it... Why... The splitter's not doing that. Where is it? There it is. The splitter's not doing that. What the hell? Why is it... Why is the shredder doing that? Fuck. It can't reverse. It shouldn't be trying to reverse. It should be U-turning. Fuck. I think I need to give the shredder a slightly shorter prediction time. Maybe it's seeing, like, the other one, and is getting confused. Is that one of my ships getting slapped? No, that might have been the Paraiba getting hit. Yeah, it was probably Paraiba losing apart. Weird. I don't know why it was doing that, because now it's doing nothing like that. Must be some confliction with its avoidance settings. If I give it a smaller look ahead time, it should be fine. No look ahead time on the altitude. No altitude avoidance. Do 3-second look ahead on that. Maybe it was the altitude avoidance. I was getting too close to it and going, hey, wait, what the fuck? There's something there. No, it's... There it is again. Okay, if it could do that on purpose more, that'd be sick. I think... Oh, well, the shredder was coming in... Or the splitter was coming in close. That might be why it did that. It's just that it doesn't... What the fuck is this? Why are you doing that? What are you doing? Where are you going? It's to your right. What are you fucking doing? They are not handling fighting this thing well. I don't know what the hell's going on with their AI. It's severely overturning. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, there it is again. What is it doing? That its PIDs malfunctioning? I have no idea to make of this. It's like freaking itself the fuck out and doesn't know how to turn. Like, what the fuck is this? What are you doing? I have to go back to Rorston's fucking server because I actually... Yeah, and now it's just sank itself again. What the fuck is this? I might, because they're the ones I got help with. Yeah, it's just not fucking firing its engines. What the absolute fuck? Dude, go. What the fuck is happening? Move. Why is it doing this? Did I fuck up in your AI? Like, the weird thing is, I thought I changed these to be purely forward thrust. Oh, I think I did that on the splitter, not the old splitter, and not the shredder. Control forward only. Try that. Go. Fill up your ammo. There we go. Fill energy, there we go. And then let's spawn another Paraiba and see if maybe it's not going to sink itself anymore. It's still way overshooting its turns, like... The really weird thing is that the shredder isn't... or the splitter isn't doing that. No, the splitter's also being weird, though. No, that's just it trying to turn. Let me also turn off the shredder's... altitude avoid. No, splitter doesn't have altitude avoidance. No, the splitter does. Okay, turn off the splitter's altitude avoidance. Why is the Paraiba sunk already? What happened? I guess something must have landed a good shot. PID. I mean, I looked at it, I just didn't know what the fuck to make of it. Because it's, like... doing this, and at this point, like, this is, like, beyond what I can fucking even fathom what's going on. Yeah, there it almost did a fucking U-turn. This is it turning around to disengage and then go back to re-engage. I just don't know what the fuck is happening, because it's doing it consistently, where it's just massively overturning. I might have to go to Rorston's server and talk to some of his community again, because holy shit. This is beyond me. Or hell, he might be doing roasts tomorrow on his stream. I might just see if I can get him to take a look, because he does that sometimes. I might try to get him to look at that. Because it seems like it's just a... Yeah, it sank itself again. And not turning itself... It's something with its combat AI. It's this? 0.01 on all PID. Overcorrection? Yeah, I do know that. Oh, it wasn't letting you comment it because you were probably putting a decimal there, and then Twitch's stupid automod thing was like, it's a link! Okay, let's try this again, because I think that might help. That setting might have been fucked up a little bit. No, it's still hyper overcorrecting. Like, I don't think setting it to 0.1's gonna fix it, though, because it's 0.01 on the derivative. Well, no, now it's even worse, because now it's not even trying to turn at it. Oh, wait, no, it's 0.0. I can't set it to 0.01. It just defaults to 0. I can't do that. Oh, wait, no, it does. Oh, right, no, because the derivative works in 0.7. Well, no, I don't. It's not gain, because it doesn't have enough, like, thrusters to do that. It's something with its navigation or something. It's not gain. It's something else entirely. It's some other setting. I don't know, because this was literally not an issue. And it's just sank itself again. It's just turning off its thrusters. It's acting like it can reverse. But it has literally no reverse. I don't know how to tell the damn ship that it can't reverse. No, you cannot go backwards at all, even. Like, it's trying to reverse, but it's not capable of that. I think is what it's trying to do. Let me see, if I go into the PIDs and look at its forward back. Nothing. So it just gives up. It just decides, you know what, fuck it, life's not worth living, I guess. That's what the issue with this thing is. It just stops fucking trying. Apparently. Or, no, it's trying to... It's trying to turn. It's trying to turn, but it stops all other thrust. Well, that's why it's cutting its engines, at least. I have no answer for this. I have absolutely no fucking idea why it's doing this. Because this wasn't an issue. Like, I tried this on the fucking... on other stuff today, and it... Power prioritization? There should be no issue with power prioritization. It's just... giving up. Like, hold on, let me go fucking get just a normal, like, water ship. Raider. I've done nothing to this thing! I'm restarting the game. So I have not done anything to its AI to make it do that. I have not touched it. And it was fine earlier. It was completely 100% functional, aiming correctly at the target. I mean, for God's sake, it's using the same fucking base AI as the damn Shredder. If anything, or the Splitter. And if anything, the splitter's the one that should be having issues because the splitter's the one I modified. The f... Is it because I... What? What the fuck? Hang on, let me try this. Because this is the only difference, is that the splitter had manual thrusters on the back. So if I spawn in the Paraiba, it's still way aiming off target. I think. Let's try. No, that's still on that. It was... There was nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with it before this stream. There was nothing wrong with it at the first half of this stream. I have changed nothing with its AI. One other thing. Let me check. Same aside from that, one thruster being off. They're on automatic. Fuck it, I'm gonna remake its AI from scratch. I'm going to remake the AI entirely from scratch, and we're gonna start over because something went severely wrong at some fucking point. Who the hell knows when, or why. I want to use the U-turn one, because that's how I'm doing... No, this is the wrong one. Let me look at the Shredder or Splitter's AI. So then what's wrong with the Shredder? What's wrong with it? Don't pitch. Ignore altitude. Back out, get a fresh version of this. Redder. Okay. Well, shredder. Let's see here. No, splitter's got the same thing. The fuck? Do that. Okay, this is correct. It's flying, it's going properly, so let's spawn in Kariba. And it's even worse now. Oh, my head fucking hurts. Oh, God, my head. What the fuck? How is it worse? Just spawn a normal boat. Is it detection? That's the only thing I can think is maybe because I only have one camera on one. No, it can't be detection because it just fucking sank itself again. It can't even go to its fucking objective point in a straight line anymore. I don't... Fuck it, let me try something. Let me try something. Fuck, first, hold on. Shredder. Spawn one back in because I'm fucking stupid at doing things out of order. Build mode. Okay. I think I'm on the sub-object, just make sure. Sub-objects mode, save the sub-object. Shredder gun. Go, destroy vehicles. Load in the splitter. And what we'll do is we'll go in, delete. I don't know what that just deleted. Nothing apparently. Well, first off, let's just get in. Go, sub-objects mode, if I can click. There we go. Okay, so now, look for the shredder gun. Okay, and let me just make sure it's placed properly. Which it is not. Now it is. Okay, so this is, all this is the whole splitter. Alright, but the shell doesn't carry over. Well, fuck it. I don't even care about that. I just want to make sure I can fucking drive properly right now. What? Brother, what the fuck? Okay, so then go into this, and we set this to be not 5,000, 1,500, and about 14 seconds. No, altitude is good. Break off distance is to 600. Do adjustments. No altitude avoidance. Does it get fucky the instant I turn it to water? Oh. I swear to fucking God. I swear to God, 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 if setting this thing back to air collision, or air avoidance, fixes it, I'm going to... You know what? Just be happy it's fixed, Trent. Just be happy it's fixed. Why does it being water tracking? The fuck? Why does it being water collision matter? Why does the water strand. Your vehicle works again. Water and be happy. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this thing's max speed re-recorded. Seriously, I hate how effective of a plane this fucking thing is. I really easily could just make this thing a fucking plane, honestly. It wouldn't be hard. All I'd have to do is just put wings on here, and probably up here. Like, basically replace the hydrofoils with wings. Whatever. It's fixed. It's fucking fixed. It's fixed. I hate it, but it's fixed. It pisses me off to no end, but it's fucking fixed. Let's try this one more time. One more good combat test with two of these. Don't sink yourself, thank you. God, that thing hits hard, man. God, the fucking splitter is insane. Honestly. This gun's awesome. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Might have a collision here. Nope, maybe not. I think they're just trying to avoid each other. This thing likes to be a little further, or it tries to get a little further out. So their avoidance can work with two of them around. That's good. Gonna aim right in the middle of there. Okay, that's good. Okay. We got it figured out. This is the dumbest fucking thing I think I could have imagined being the problem, but it's working now. I think I've got to fix the splitters times now, because this thing should not be going as far as it is away. It's also using prediction, which I think I should turn off. Because it'd be able to shoot a lot sooner if it... Did I just overpen the side of a goddamn Paraiba with this thing? Oh, its gun got blown off. That's bad. Oh, its entire gun is gone. Well, no time like the present to go ahead and turn off prediction. And see if that fixes its pathing. I mean, that's all it lost though. Like, all its rear components are still good, which is nice. Like I always build my vehicles, the gun is also armor. You're still trying to prediction. Oh, there we go. Link prediction. I think these missiles have a max range of about 1100, so as soon as it enters it. Bam. It should have fired off the medium ones. I don't know why it tracked the small ones. Finishing your midnight SPG, 27.5k, not too costly. Nice. That's about a little over a third of the cost of this thing when it's fully repaired. Hey, gun, can you re-render, please? Thank you. That did a lot. A lot of damage, at least. Yeah, no, this is a perfect setup, I think. Holy shit, this thing's getting chewed up a bit. Look at that, but it's still kicking. Its gun's still intact. I'm starting to think I might have made a damn near perfect anti-deepwater guard ship. At least for... I mean, actually, yeah, no, because with ones with the big cram cannons won't really be able to hit this thing too well because it's a little erratic. Holy shit, look at this. The thrusters are still up even though they've been cracked open. Oh, these thrusters I think might be down. Nope. They're fine. They're just not going as well because they're missing, or well, this one's missing stuff, and I don't know why this one would. I think this thing's break-off distance should be lowered a bit. Give it a little longer strafing time. Hull splitter. Go down to like 20 seconds or so. And I don't feel too bad about using the couple repair bots we do have because they're not really doing much for this degree of damage. It's just mostly to help maintain like the hydrofoils at first, not really to keep this thing cooking for a while in like intense combat. I think the gun is not aiming. What's happening here? seems weird. Well, I think it's safe to say that these two can handily take out a Paraiba. Of which is a lot more expensive. Down it goes. So what is the Paraiba's cost? It is 180,000. Yeah, that's like 3 of my Shredder. Whole class ships, worth of materials. I don't know why the gun's stuck aiming that way, though. That's weird. Don't know what's going on with that. Well, I don't really need to save anything of this. I think I fixed its distance a little bit. This poor thing got fucked up, though. I'm gonna one more time save this again. If I can get it off the water. Almost. See if I can. Hold on. God damn it. This fucking thing's making it hard to figure out what I'm doing. There we go. Turn off the goddamn AI for a moment. So I can properly do this. There we go. That should be able to save. Let me just save it with that on, and for once in my life, let me not forget to set its materials and stuff. I try to keep these stored up at this. Yeah, it's Necro's doing that right now, yeah. That'd be good. Now I can save you. Pump version, there we go. Destroy, and load in the whole splitter. There we go. Let me adjust this, so let's set this down to 20 seconds. Be a little better. There we go. Let me get some good altitude so I can get a good top speed going by just nose diving for a bit. I think it actually is a really fucking stable flying machine. Like, I'm not touching its up or down or anything, and it's staying pretty fucking stable. There we go. That should save. Good. Pump version. There we go. Alright, I think those are done. I think those are done now, yeah. I think I'm happy to call it there. Let me just, one more thing. Rocket this thing. So I don't remember, yeah, this thing is a support vehicle I made for water. And this thing's entire job is to go extremely fucking fast. And provide, like, some materials and mostly just electric power for stuff. From a distance, so this thing is gonna be, like, a companion of those things. I gotta remember that I have this. My first craft of the name alone, factory after winter, constellation, hurricane. Oh, brother, do the hurricane. I think I'm good to go now. I mean, let me think here. So I've got to let me look at my like lighter class vehicles here that I can do earlier in the game. I have the combustor. That's good, yeah. Combustor's good. Combustor is a 56,000 material ship. Right, so we have Combustor, we have... Okay, what else do I have that I'm willing to actually use? Let's see here. Combustor, I have the Plasbuster, but that's basically the same thing, just expensive. I have the Rocket Fisher, which works as a support craft. I have my cargo airship. Cargo airship, there it is. This is my main high capacity cargo transport vessel. There we go. Does this thing have a saved repair node on the front? Yes. Go, so I have that. That one's a little more expensive, I think. Yeah, about 100,000, but that's not for earlier game. That's like once I get to mid game. I have. What else do I have for earlier game stuff? Do I got? I've got. Oh yeah, the Stalwart. Well, the basic Stalwart is a little more affordable. And for mid game, I have the Mark II. There we go. So I've got my 2 different levels of Stalwart I can use. I have now also got the hull breakers. That's what I'll call them combined, is the hull breakers. And that's my current... Where the fuck did my cargo ship go? There it is. That's my current main fleet here, or my current early game stuff. There we go. Wonderful, as long as they don't crash into each other. Which the Stalwarts are going to do. Maybe not. And then this should be good enough for higher difficulty Neater campaign now to get me to through the early stages, because now Stren's Legion versus I wouldn't call this a Legion, it's just Stren's random bullshit go. My random bullshit army. Because now I have all these to use early game instead of just like 1 or 2 things to hold off the enemies until I eventually get a Bob in action. And I know we have a couple new folks who showed up today. This is Bob. This is my main battleship. Bob is 850,000 materials. Armed with a 500mm railgun, 2 200mm guns, 2 100mm guns. Pretty decently well armored. I do eventually want to go through and like reconfigure the thrusters to be a little neater, but yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one, honestly. This is about what my fleet looks like right now, I guess. I do need a... Oh, right, I forgot. I also have the warplane. But I'm probably not going to use that. Honestly, this thing kind of sucks. Like, honestly, it's almost a worse version of the fucking hull splitter. Yeah, I have the warplane. Do I have anything else? I guess I have the laser variant Bob, but that's not really good. I need to make a good dedicated laser vehicle. I guess my last vehicle would definitely be the BFB. My flagship, my capital ship. which is just a scaled up, roided out version of the Bob. Which, as you can see, the size difference is notable. Oh, right, but now this thing... Oh, actually, hold on. That unintentional color design change is pretty fucking nice, actually, because it used to be mostly colored from my, detail, I think. Or no, my trim, I think, was the main color, but now the trim is, like... this. That looks cool, honestly. I think that's good. I have a pretty solid fleet, I think. I mean, these are all individual vehicles, basically. I mean, the hull destroyers are... or hull breakers are kind of the same thing, but... not really. I think maybe I make one more new vehicle. One or two more new vehicles, just to have some more variety. And I think I'll be ready to take on... the next, Neater campaign. My capital ship. Oh, there it is. God, how fucking overboard this goddamn thing is, though. Has 128,000 spare engine power. Well, not right now. But, like, it has, like, 200,000 engine power max. Carries 3 million resources. I forgot how stupidly over the top this thing is. And the fact that the bottom of it is still a fucking 1 block thick. Gotta give everything its own weakness, you know? Wouldn't be fair if I just gave the bottom of this thing full armor as well. And this thing already has a 43 RPM railgun. Or 40 RPM railgun. You know, I gotta keep it fair. Yeah. I think that is pretty good. Let's destroy everything now before the game has an aneurysm. Not unlike the one it has given me today. I don't really think there's much else I need to do, honestly. Like, I think I'm good. At least for tonight. I think I've expended all the energy I've got for this game tonight. With trying to figure out that damn AI. Ugh, God, that's so nice. Just like the one setting, you never would have expected it, but the one fucking setting, and everything just fucking breaks. For no reason. It's just suddenly broken AI. It's just, very frustrating, I will admit. I'm quite, nettled by that. I'm not a fan of when shit like that happens, but hey, you know what? We got it fixed. We got it figured out. That's what matters in the end. Alright. I am gonna go ahead and end there though for the night. Because I'm starting to feel my throat getting a little rough again, so I wanna rest a bit more tonight. Also, I will say, I think by tomorrow, I should have a YouTube short up. It's been a bit slow because I'm still trying to figure out editing with DaVinci, which I'm probably not going to do too much of. It's probably going to be less in DaVinci and more still on Blender. Because I found out that DaVinci is kind of fucking stupid. My fonts randomly change for subtitles, don't know why. It apparently doesn't like WAV files, but it likes MP3s. I'm not sure why it matters so much, but apparently it does. It's just not as nice to use. But I'm still figuring it out, I'm still learning, but I'm definitely going to use it for more, like, visual effects. And maybe audio stuff too, I'm not sure. But, yeah, so should be getting a new short up tomorrow, and I might have a mini vid ready to go on Friday. Now that I'm kind of figuring it out more, I think my work speed's gonna increase again. So hopefully some more YouTube video content coming up soon. I mean, God only knows I have a massive fucking backlog of tons of stuff to work through. I mean, I have a bunch of peak stuff, I have... God, there was something else. I don't remember what, but there's something else I wanted to make some content out of. I think there's some War Thunder stuff I want to make content out of. There's the Voice of the Void stuff I've been doing recently. I'm definitely going to try to make some video stuff out of that. I think that'd be fun. All that kind of good stuff. And there's there's a couple other smaller ideas I have in mind that I want to do as well, so I'll see if I can get those done as well. But yeah, so more YouTube content coming soon, hopefully by tomorrow. Hell, it might even get it out tonight. We'll see how I'm working. But yeah, so you know, keep an eye on the YouTube channel for that. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna end here. So thanks for swinging by, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's stream. If you're new here, I know we had a good handful, a couple new folks coming through tonight. I stream every single day. Right now, I'm trying to aim for about 3 to 5 hours every day in the evenings, typically around 5 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is where you'll find me. If you want to join the Discord server, if you want to do !Discord in the Twitch chat, or check my About sections here on Twitch or YouTube, you should find a link to the server. If it's not working, let me know. I think I had to change it at some point. I don't know if I fixed the one on YouTube. But if the links don't work, let me know. My server? Yeah, if you do here, I'll do this for you, because I know Necro's still is in the server, if that can help you as well. But here's the Discord. There you goes, if that works. But yeah, make sure you check my About section as well for my other socials, like my YouTube, or if you're new to my Twitch, my Blue Sky, and my VGen. VGen's pretty important, you know. Other than that, I'll see you all tomorrow. Might do more Voice of the Void, or maybe I'll see if I can. Oh, right, fuck, Helldivers. That's I've got some stuff I want to make some Helldivers content of too. Right, that's the other game. Yeah, I want to make some Helldivers content as well. That is something I definitely want to do, because I remember I've had some good moments recently, so I'll probably get my YouTube VODs downloaded and put through those. Ooh. I wonder how DaVinci handles long VOD, like, files. I wonder if that runs better on DaVinci than it does Blender, because that could be useful. That's besides the point, but yeah, thanks again though for swinging by. I think I might try to raid out to someone here. Let me take a look at who is live. Let's see. Got a good handful, a good amount of people live, good amount of cool beans live. Let's see. A lot of people are live tonight. I mean, I just follow a lot of people. Maybe not tonight. Or actually, no, I know, I got someone I'm gonna raid y'all to. I'm gonna raid y'all to my buddy Forrest. Forrest is playing a Kingdom Hearts game, it looks like. Good night. I see, I fucking spelled Forrest. Yeah, good job, me. Forrest, there we go. I can type, I promise. But yeah, so thanks again for swinging by, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow for either Helldivers or Voices of the Void. We shall see what I can get up to. If I can get people, it'll be Helldivers. If I can't, it'll probably be Voices. Which I won't complain about, because I've been having a lot of fun with Voices of the Void. It's been a great time, it's been pretty chill. But yeah, so thanks again for swinging by. Be nice on the raid. Give Forrest a follow if you haven't already. Forrest is a cool bean. Very chill guy. So yeah, behave yourselves, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next time. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, all that good shit. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.